stand back, there's a hurricane a-blowing. It's Shane Helms. And yeah, you might be going, what in the heck are you doing here, Robert? Why do you have the hurricane? I've got to tell you, okay. So let's step back a little bit into the final bits of WCW. And there was this really stupid group called 3 Count, and Shane Helms was part of that. And you know, he was stuck in this crazy three-man tag team, and it was yeah, it was what it was. I mean, it was the Russo years. What do you expect? They just, let's do a boy band tag team. Let's have all these guys come out. So when it came time for, you know, WCW to be bought out by WWF, Shane went over, and the thing was, he had a Green Lantern tattoo. And from what I have read, Vince just saw that and said, what is that? And he told him, and he's like, that's it, you're a superhero. Now, that is the lamest gimmick ever. It is a very cartoony gimmick. But you know what? I mean, even a bad gimmick can be good if the performer can sell it. And Shane Helms did it. It was one of the most refreshing, funniest gimmicks ever at the time, because it was like, and he really began to stand out in the crowd, of a big crowd, as a character. And he had several exchanges with The Rock that were just hilarious. I mean, they're worth digging up and watching. And he went with it, and the problem was, I don't think Vince saw what he had there, and they kind of started pushing him to the background after a while. And that's a shame, because I really thought it was working, and then they kind of threw Molly Holly on him, and then it kind of went downhill. I thought it was going really well for a while, and I just have a very fond memory of that, and that's what it is. Now this is a later iteration of the Hurricane, but you know, still stands. It was a fun gimmick, and it's a pretty decent look of the figure. It even has the cape, which is awesome, because that even made it funny. He went with that cape. I mean, he just spun around in a circle and just he sold it. I mean, he just sold it. And add to that, his ring work was pretty decent. He was no Rey Mysterio, but he could do some flying maneuvers, and that kind of helped sell it too. I always liked the Hurricane. I always thought he was a fun character, especially when he started doing his secret identity stuff, being a Clark Kent type. Oh man, that was funny. It was just downright hilarious. So, again, for you enthusiasts of the past, I do encourage you to pick that up. A lot of that stuff is kind of eh. But, you know, there's a lot of it that's really good. So, you gotta pick and choose with some of the stuff in that era of WWF. But, yeah, I would recommend grab the Hurricane. He was mostly a mid-carder. I think the highest he ever got was that little exchange with The Rock. I think he got an upper mid-card status for a week, which is a shame. He was a good, talented guy. The figure, I keep meaning to go to the figures. You know, very standard articulation here. Colors are great. I mean, that was the colors of the Hurricane, so yeah. Of course, you have to take the head off to pull off the cape, but that's fine. And you know, the cape is just fantastic. I love the cape. The cape just works, and it looks just like the cape that I've seen him in several times. So, really good figure. I will give this one an easy 4 stars. I think I would have liked it better if it was the more younger Hurricane, but that's okay. It still works for me, so I'm going to just run with that. Okay. Here you go with some comparison shots, and yeah, I mean, Shane was a little bit smaller than everybody else, but still a lot of fun. Again, my highest recommendation is that you go find that stuff. It's really hilarious. I showed it to my wife, and my wife loved it. She had never even heard of the hurricane, so you know, she just thought it was like just hilarious. It was really good. So, all right, that's gonna wrap it up for Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.